I'm abandoning all of my morals. You could go out there and say that this video is ill-advised, I shouldn't be making it, the subject matter is very serious, so this isn't really the thing to talk about. But what I wanted to do was present some things that I've seen. That's it. I'll show all my sources, I'll go out there and bring forward all that is available on this subject. Today we're talking about a user on the Red Wings subreddit named FunkShow. And I want you to keep this name in the back of your mind as this video goes on. Because what FunkShow goes out there and says on the Red Wings sub is an unofficial update on the status of Dylan Larkin and the expectations of his return to play. Now, this is just some random guy on Reddit, so I'm not going to go out there and say anything is 100% confirmed, but as this video goes on, we'll get into more reasons as to why I'm making this video, wherein we're reading the comments made by some random guy on Reddit on YouTube. So, this is what FunkShow goes out there and says on Reddit. Here's the update that the team isn't giving, the media isn't reporting, and the blogs probably don't know. Dylan Larkin is not expected to play until after the new year, maybe not until February, and there's an outside shot that the injury was a career-ending injury. Larkin did sustain a minor concussion. A big issue is that his neck is continuing to swell. I don't know the reasoning behind the swelling, but there is something going on that is serious. Now, reading this Reddit post from some random guy on Reddit, your immediate instinct would be, okay, what the hell? This is just some random guy on Reddit. We're gonna doubt this. Like, this isn't the team. This isn't the GM. This isn't a spokesperson for anybody who's on the Red Wings. This is just some random guy. Why should I believe this? Well, here's the thing. There is an edit and a note from FunkShow. A lot of people will say that I'm full of crap, etc., but some will remember that I was the guy posting that Jakub Vrana was gone from the Wings when fans on the sub still expected him back. The media wasn't reporting it, nor were the blogs. This Larkin update comes from the same source that gave me the Vrana news well before it was publicly known. And Jakub Vrana is a guy that the Red Wings used to have. He was in a very strange situation with the NHL Players Assistance Program. He came back and then he didn't, and then the Red Wings didn't use him, and then he got waived, and then he got sent away. It was a weird situation, but this was the guy that went out there and pretty much said, no, his time is done, way before fans of the Red Wings knew that was the case. Now, of course, the immediate instinctual reaction to this post is expressed in some of the top comments. Source, I made it up. So this user, Calgary, I'm not going to read that username, is going out there and saying that this entire thing is a fabrication, that, yo, FunkShow, you're full of crap, you're just making stuff up to get us panicking, and it's not cool, dude. I'm going to make a comment about that. And there are some replies that go out there and actually, in a way, validate these claims. In fairness, this also is the user that quote-unquote made up that Vrana was effectively done with the Wings shortly after entering the NHL's Player Assistance Program, and they were rather correct about that. So the same made-up source is now saying that Dylan Larkin's neck is a bigger issue than we think, and we already know it's an issue thanks to Jamie Benn. There's sadly likely a grain of truth to this. Hopefully it's BS, but we'll see. There then is another reply from the user. Say what you want, it came from the same source who had the goods on Vrana, and it was posted here well ahead of time. I hope it's wrong, but it is what I got. And who is that source? Trust me, bro. And yeah, okay, so some fans are going out there still saying the same thing. They're replying facetiously and saying that this isn't true. But there are some others that are like, yeah, wait a minute, this is the same guy who had all the Vrana stuff. We'll get into that as the video goes on. I did want to do some research on that entire thing. Here is another reply. I really hope you're proven wrong. Larkin deserves better. I hope I'm wrong too, but this is what came from a previously proven source. One more reply here. Hey, if you really have a legit source, then I guess that sucks, but I don't know. Feels weird that they would give that update of all test results being negative and allow him to be out skating, albeit in a non-contact jersey, with unexplained continued neck swelling that could possibly be career-ending at the same time. I mean, talk about negligence. So of course, this is all your prerogative. You can choose to believe this, choose to not. It's not confirmed by anybody. It's just one random guy on social media. However, I will go out there and say one more thing, that in regards to this situation with this particular user, I did go out there and do some Googling trying to see everything that was linked to the Vrana situation in the past with this same guy. And what I did find was that there's some actual evidence that he went out there and said some stuff. Here is the Reddit post of Jakub Vrana getting scratched for a second straight game from a year ago, January 13th, 2023. And there is indeed like a bunch of comments like, oh, he's not game speed, yada, yada, yada. He's not good. This is like the time when a lot of people were saying, yeah, like Jakub Vrana is starting to be done. And if you scroll down to the bottom, there was a thread made by the same Funk Show. I said that the Wings were done with Vrana a week or so ago, and the reaction on the sub was one of denial. I'll say it again. He is an addict, didn't follow the direction of the team doctors when he was injured, and the organization doesn't like him. Is this being downvoted because people think it's inaccurate, don't like these reasons even if they're true, or just hate me because I don't like Larkin? Now, in all fairness to Red Wings fans on the sub back when this was posted, Funk Show is kind of going out there with some sort of an attitude about it, being a little bit snarky, saying, ha, yeah, I told you so I can understand why people are downvoting it, but there is more of an explanation saying, yes, source, Team Insider, that's as far as I'll go. I'll add that I know the equipment manager, trainer, masseuse, and it's not from any of them. Why is it that every time I see you comment, it's either some absolutely moronic put-down of Larkin or it's you claiming to have inside information you don't actually have? Do you find it impossible to believe that there are people with actual relationships versus just seeing things on the internet? So again, he's a little snarky here, and this was a more I told you so moment than any of the other comment threads that you can look at, but this is from that time frame wherein he did say, yeah, there was a very specific thing going on, and it ended up being true. There also was another comment thread of a game in February when Jakub Vrana was recalled, he was placed onto the roster, he actually got healthy scratched in this time frame, but he was technically on the roster. And you can see some of the comments going out there and saying, oh yeah, this must be untrue because I recall someone vehemently stating that Vrana would never play another game for the Wings. And people are going out there saying, yeah, David Penyota, also Funk Show in our sub, went out there and said that Vrana would never play again. So even from 1 year ago, this guy's name, the poster on the Reddit, was already trending around because you had Wings fans using it as sort of the activation switch when talking about Jakub Vrana never playing again. And we know that from what actually transpired that Vrana didn't end up heading over to the Red Wings and having a solidified role ever since his departure. He was done pretty much around that time frame. So I'm not going to go out there and 100% say that this guy is like full of insider information that we have no idea about. But I'm going to go out there and say that there is a reason to talk about it, because there was a valid track record already from a year ago with one situation that transpired in a way that people didn't want to see transpire. Now, for Dylan Larkin, of course, this is not a guarantee. This is not any confirmations that he is going to leave or he's going to be in a career-ending injury, whatever. But if there is an outside shot that this is that bad, then I think that's worth talking about, at least mentioning, so that if it is that bad, we can go out there and say, okay, maybe we did see this coming. Maybe it was there. Maybe the guy that had opportunities to tell us about it did. So, Funk Show. Believe what you want to believe, right? But for now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Dylan Larkin and the situation with him and his neck. You can choose to believe this if you want, but I'm just saying the Vrana stuff is out there on the internet. It's all from last year, and even the Wings fans on the subreddit kind of had an idea that this guy's reputation was that of, oh yeah, he was saying that Vrana is done. He's saying that Vrana is done, and eventually Vrana was done. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this entire thing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.